Hello, hope you're well. These are Twiglets. We love them so much in the house. We always sort of keep a bag around, and if you don't know what they are, they're kind of like these whole grain bumpy stick things that are covered in Marmite or yeast extract, and they are extremely addictive. We always have a bag in the house. Well, yeah, hence these. However, I've made a bit of a boo-boo. So for the Christmas and New Year period, I thought, well, the girls and I all love Marmite. There's 4 of us. I will order 4 tubs of these. However, when I thought I was ordering 4 units, each one of those units was 6 packs. Therefore, I've ended up with 24 packs of Twiglets. It looks a little bit like one of those displays you'd see in a supermarket. We've got so many twigs there. I think I generally do have a tree. The girls and I will be very happy over the coming months. However, I feel like I'm still gonna be left with quite a lot, around about 4 to 5 kilos of Twiglets that we can play around with. I've got 3 different ideas. We're gonna make a lot of Twiglet dust and potentially some Twiglet loving people extremely happy today. First one, well, Twiglets come from Marmite, and one of the most favorite things here in the house is just to make some toast, butter it up and slather some Marmite on top. Bizarrely for me, I don't really like that, but the girls love it.
I really love Marmite.
I'm gonna try and make you some Twiglet toast, okay?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we've got Ken here. Thank you to all the name suggestions for the air fryer as well. There's loads. All right, so this might be quite interesting considering I've got another 23 of these tubs potentially. I'm gonna see what we get out of 1 pack. Oh, wow. Okay. This is gonna take a very, very long time. But we have got some Twiglet dust. Look at that! I actually might need quite a lot today. However, this is gonna get mixed with Ken's breadcrumbs. It is like sand. It's much lighter in color as well now we've whizzed it up. It's kind of like that iconic thing when you hold Twiglets. In fact, this hasn't happened, look. This is just for people that don't eat Twiglets that often, but can you see that? That's just me putting my hand in the bag for like 5 seconds. Look how stained they are. It's kind of iconic that you kind of get stained fingers with these. So the Twiglet dust is now gonna meet some breadcrumbs, and let's just like let them meet a little bit and mingle. Slowly add in some water and hope that this brings this together. Oh, yes. Okay, so lined baking mat, so I can get it down and kind of try and make a slice of bread shape. It does look like some sort of wholemeal loaf, doesn't it? I'm gonna do another one of these and get my grill ready. Remember, my grill is notoriously hot, so I need to keep my eye on that urgently and then see if we can at least flip it. It was holding together well, so I'm fairly hopeful. I think it's quite interesting to see that from just 1 tub, we've already managed to make that and enough dough to make more of that. So I think some of my friends and family are gonna be very excited to make their own Twiglet toast, potentially. I was gonna donate it to the food bank. I popped there recently, but they tend to get more of a demand and a need for like more regular tin food. Twiglets are not top of their agenda. However, we did do a really nice donation to the food bank this year, and next year, we're looking to do some really cool stuff with them. So keep an eye out for that. Okie dokie. I just got them out. I love the color on them. I think they've kind of like turned into crackers, but for that proper crunch, ooh, you're warm. Then that's a little softer, so we'll char that side and maybe a touch of spray oil to accelerate it. Back in it goes. All right, that is all done. Slightly darkened like that. I'm praying we've got a good crunch on that. And just while that cools down very slightly and I get the Marmite Monster Chloe, in case you're wondering, on every single one of these tubs, these are Christmas themed, so it has a joke. What do you get if you cross Santa with a duck? A Christmas quacker, which is a good dad joke. However, seeing it 24 times is a bit overkill. So we're looking for crunch and insane Twiglet Marmite taste. You ready?
That is good.
That is really weird. I feel like I've just eaten a puddle of Marmite. But the crunch is good. It's a tiny bit soft in the middle, but you've got crunch either side. Perfect in that regard. Is that absolute heaven for you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think your mum might like the next thing. In the back here, we've got some flour and egg because with some extra ground up Twiglets, we've got a little bit left over, and some coarsely beaten ones, potentially we can make Twiglet fried chicken. This could be amazing. So we've got some plain flour, we've got some beaten egg, we've got some Twiglet dust, we've got some more Twiglets that I've bashed lightly to sort of be slightly more coarse, okay? A bit more texture to it. And that is gonna coat this chicken. So a piece of chicken into the flour at first. You know the drill, wet hand, dry hand, into the Twiglet dust. So I was gonna fry it like this. That actually looks like Kentucky Fried Chicken, but you can see it's fallen off a bit. So you wanna coat it again. That should hopefully cover it all now anyway, just that initial layer. Oh wow, look at that. But now, we wanna try and give it a little bit of crunch. So, into the coarse Twiglets, and again, just lifting those on. There we go. That is Twiglet crusted chicken that we're gonna fry. This could be insane. Look at that. That is, I really hope this tastes good. It doesn't smell too Marmite either. Oh, wow. If it wasn't for Mrs. B, I wouldn't like Twiglets.
Or coffee.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Or sweet potato.
Yes, or credit cards. Tastes dirty, doesn't it?
That's actually really nice.
Yeah, like a real sort of tangy, like deep flavour. Do you know what I mean?
Like earthy.
Yeah. Earthy, yeah. Why does that taste like mud?
Because that's what Twiglets can taste like sometimes. It is really nice.
Like, it's still got the tang. It's got that warmth, that crispiness. But like you say, like, a sort of earthy... How could that even be a nice thing? But it is, isn't it? It's sort of subtle.
I can taste the Twiglets and like the Marmite.
Yeah, but it's just subtle. I think the crunch... Maybe the oil's like calmed it down a little bit in some ways. And the chicken is fine. It's just a nice sort of mildness to that.
I think this is a really good recipe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've got a lot of Twiglets. Oh no, you're going to give it to your mates, aren't you?
They do
Mrs.
like
B's
Twiglets.
been messaging all her mates. Oh yeah, I've got some Twiglets coming for you. However, that is if we've got many left after making our final one, which I think is very on brand. Do you want to help me with this? We're going to make a jumbo Twiglet.
I've never looked at a Twiglet this closely before.
It's like study of... I wonder if you can do like a degree in it. The science of Twiglets. Right. Let's do this. One thing I forgot to say at the start of this video was the reason that I ordered or wanted to order 1 tub of Twiglets each for us was I played tennis with a doctor and we had Twiglets in the bar after tennis and he was like, oh, these are actually quite healthy. And if a doctor tells you something's healthy, I'm like, oh my gosh. So that was why I was like, I'm gonna order some Twiglets and I'm not gonna feel like mad that I've ordered so many. And then obviously this happened. But
Probably healthy if you eat them in moderation.
yes.
Not...
Fried chicken on toast or whizzed. I can't explain it, but whizzing it this much, it's starting to smell like coffee.
There you go, that's an idea. Put a spoonful of that in hot water.
You know, you've just said that to the absolute worst person you could have said that to. I've got to send this to James Hoffman, I think. Twiglet coffee? Look, it's all residue sat down there.
Actually, that does not smell good.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh.
It's disgusting.
Oh, that's rough.
I thought you were going to go back for more.
No, I'm just wondering whether to pour it in the garden or whether it might kill my grass. Right. How many tubs is that now?
15?
15. That is 3 kilos of Twiglet dust. We're going to bond this together with some egg. Oh, wow.
Wow.
So we're going to add a little bit of milk at a time. That looks pretty good. Looks pretty coarse. Go on, get your hands in there then.
No, you're all right.
Oh, that is really pliable. It's sort of making little potatoes. Right. Do you want to shape it?
You can do that.
Great.
You've already got your hands in.
Doesn't quite look right, does it, at the moment?
No.
I think I've gone a bit high.
Yeah.
If we just like get lumps of it like this,
Yeah.
and then start to add it on top like that, and then shape it in, that's going to start to look. Looks like some weird animal. Oh no! I'm just going to like jump cut, old school, to something that looks like a Twiglet. Ready?
Yep.
I think that's better.
I do too.
But now we've got to sort of shape it. Folks, it looks bizarre.
Oh gosh, is it really heavy?
Yeah, it's like kilos of Twiglet. I'm really happy with that. It's quite hard to make something look really imperfect but perfect.
That does look really good though.
Yeah. And I think once we gloss it, which we'll have to do with Marmite, because we're not making a Twiglet anymore, are we? We're making a...
Loglet.
A loglet. In you go, my friend. In you go. It's so hard when people say, what is Marmite, if you don't know what it is? People just say yeast extract. It's really hard to explain what it tastes like. You can definitely get it in certain countries. 100% you can order it online. So I'm going to spread this on our loglet. And we should now be able to gloss this thing. Oh, there we go. Sort of bringing it to life a little bit. I like it. Actually looks like a massive tree branch stuck in the oven. Okay, it's out of the oven. I'm just going to do a very random scattering of flour just to take a little bit of that complete darkness out of it. That's actually sort of worked a bit. 5 more minutes in the oven. This has fully cooled down. I'm about to get Mrs. B to try it, but I just wanted to show you, look, I've got it in my hand like that. It's rock hard. This is quite the jumbo Twiglet made from Twiglets. Oh wow, look. It's actually got the stereotypical Twiglet stains on it. This is actually, what even is this video? Right, Mrs. B, let's taste this log. I think I might prefer the fried chicken. Oh, crikey, that has got a crunch on it.
Oh, wow. Oh.
That's Marmite, isn't it? Blimey.
That is good.
It's making my eyes water a little bit, but that's all right. I love the crunch on it.
Me too.
Mmm.
That's really good.
It's got like roast potato vibes. And you know what? That tastes like coffee. Yeah, I love how we've just taken like one end off of it now. I actually really like how that looks, but I think the chicken... Well, actually, let's not forget the toast. That was actually pretty cool.
I like that. I think we've been nibbling that all morning.
I made that like 3 hours ago, yeah. This took so long to bake. That was like 3 hours in the oven. I think the chicken, even though that's cold as well, that was really nice.
That was nice. I did like the chicken. You could make it could be a new Christmas tradition, not Christmas, like chocolate log.
Yeah.
Twiglet log.
I could like make an entire tree.
Yeah? No.
If you're a Marmite Twiglet lover, lots of options for you there, but I think as a conclusion, maybe don't do the coffee.
No.
Thank you so much to the names on the screen right now that support the channel on Patreon with early access to videos, amongst many other things. Let me know down below what you would try with this, and I think we better start delivering out those Twiglets to your friends and family.
Yes.
All right. Cheers, guys. Bye.